What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. This week's video is going to be a little different. Normally you see us detecting 1700s, 1800s houses, historical sites, but I didn't want to exclude people that just don't have access to that old a place in wherever you live in the country. So this week, me and the new guy Jeff, we get on a house built around 1940, Anytown, USA. I just wanted to show you the cool things you can find in the middle of a neighborhood. Kids riding by on bikes, Amazon delivery guys, all the chaos going on in an everyday neighborhood. And we found some incredible things. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you at the end. Later. Jeff's got a pull tab spill, 5 pull tabs in one hole, which is pretty crazy. We're up on the side of the house. It's another abandoned one. We've been on this abandoned streak. And my first dig of the day is a key, and I think it might be a Ford key, a Model T key. Yep, it is. I don't think Jeff's seen one of these before yet. It might even say Ford at the top. I'm over in the shadowy shade, so there it is at the top. Yep, this is an old Ford Model T key. I just found one maybe a month ago. It's the first good find for me. Ford Model T key. Of course, it means a banana in the hole. That way when the new owner fixes this place up, gets himself a nice banana tree. Let's find more stuff. Jeff just pulled this out. It says right in the middle, Matchbox car, so you're thinking, oh, not that old. But if you look up at the top, do you see where it says made in England by Lesney? Yes. The Lesney was before Matchbox came over, when it was made in England. So all the Lesneys are like top shelf collectibles for me, because it was before they made Matchbox.
I'll sell it to you cheap.
Well, the next coin I dig, I'll give it to you for this, whatever it is.
No.
Ah, it could be a silver $50. You don't know.
Yeah, it could be a memorial that you're going to dig up on purpose.
Most likely it will be a memorial. The Lesneys are cool. You go home and research it. You can look up the number. You'll see exactly what year it was made. 60s, maybe early 70s, but still a cool find. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, my first coin. This is the coin I would have traded Jeff for the Lesney. He said no. Probably a good idea. It is a wheat penny, though. It's not a memorial. And let's see if I can get a date off of it. Well, I'm sure you guys can see the date. You know I'm blind. I'm not even going to make a guess. Everyone's going to yell at me. Might be 1909. Wow. I'll get the glasses on and see. It could be from the 40s. I'm not sure. But hey, still a smart move from Jeff. That Lesney is super cool. So he made a good decision. Nice job, Jeff. I'm not going to show you the whole house. The house says it's only built in 1950. We're coming after work just to mess around for a few hours. I just dug another penny, and it's another wheat penny. I got 2 coins in 5 minutes, and both of them predate the house. So I gotta wonder if something was here before this house. The first one I think was 1919, this was 1940 something. They're just wheat pennies, but man, it's kind of odd I'm finding coins older than the house. So I'm starting in the backyard only because the sun is blazing in the front yard, and we'll move out there in a little bit. So it's a heck of a good start though. All right, I called Jeff over. I said, Jeff, I'm finding all these wheat pennies over here. Come on over. This one I just dug down in the mid-60s. I kind of saw it and I threw it back down. It's so sunny though, I'm gonna have to come over to the shade because I saw writing on it. There's shade right over here. Hold on. There we go. Might just be junk. Looks like little heart shapes though. Let me brush it down. Hang on a second, see what the heck this could be. Now this might just be junk. It sure looks like it's like 2 hearts, almost like an origami kind of thing. And the writing is this way. I don't know what it is. Something station, something pike, something ville. It's probably an address. Almost looks like someone might have cut it into these double heart shapes. This side's even worse. But that's pretty interesting. I'll clean this up really well when I get home and see what the heck it is. Maybe it's garbage, but maybe it's not. 3 coins, 3 wheats at this 1950s house. I think think this one's 1941. But holy cow. And you dig a 1950s house, I'm expecting to find mostly zinc pennies and 3 coins, 3 wheat pennies. There might be some good silvers around here, and it's a pretty big spot. The house is abandoned, we got access to it, so this might be a really good day. Find some more. All right, Jeff's got something. And he's got, oh, it is another one. That's your second fishing reel in like 4 trips. That's a nice one too, Jeff. That one looks old to me. What's the writing?
Kingfisher.
Are you familiar with that brand?
I am not.
You used to be like a sponsored bass fisherman, weren't you?
Correct.
Yeah, so I mean, you have a lot of experience with this.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. It's really small for...
It is. I'm going to say maybe a kid's one, you think?
Maybe that or for like crappie, you know?
Like it's a crappy
Sunnies.
one?
No, it's not a crappy one.
Oh.
It might be a crappy one.
It might be. It's cool though. It would still look cool on a mantle, man, because you like fishing stuff.
Right next to the other one I found.
Yeah, hey, the other one was, what was the other one?
I couldn't get a name off the other one.
It was probably crappy too.
That was crappy.
Nice find, man.
Thank you.
Well, I was going to call Jeff over. They're way in the front, so I'm not going to bother. I just had another one. This was scratchy. I dug a wheat penny right about here. I stood up, rechecked the hole, had another signal right here. I dug this one down. This was also high 60s, low 70s. I pulled this out, and I saw it was kind of shiny. I thought it might have been a quarter, but there's an image on this side of a guy's face. And I don't know if this is going to be foreign money. I think I see a date at the bottom. I don't know if this is going to be a token or what, but it looks interesting. So hang on. Jeff's wife showed up. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she's going to spray it for me. Dad, you don't be shy. Yep, keep going, keep going. All right, hold on. And there's writing on the back. It's very light. It feels like aluminum. I don't know if it's upside down or not. Nope, I think it was this way. Can you read that?
Can I touch it?
No! No, you can touch it.
Midnight Club.
You know what it
Paramount and Midnight Club.
Doug last year found an old movie token from the 20s or 30s. It was like a giveaway to promote a movie.
It looks like CUIV5B Brook. Something Brook.
Let me see if I can dry it off a little bit. I'm gonna have to research it. It's a token of some sort. Geez, it almost looks like a giant dime, but it's like the size of a quarter. And it feels like a light aluminum. Don't know. And I don't even know what it says. But we will look it up and I'll research at the end. I don't want to kill any daylight, but what do you think? It's a pretty cool find, huh?
Yeah, it's neat.
I think so.
I think everything's cool.
Me too. I'm with you. All right, after a little Googling, I was right. Once in a while, I get one right. This was a 1930s movie advertising token. They were issued for free with popsicles. You'd buy like a popsicle stick, and in the popsicle were these little aluminum tokens. People would collect them for their favorite actors and actresses of the day. This one depicts Clive Brook, who I never heard of before, but he was a big star in the 20s, 30s, early 40s. He started off in silent movies, made the transition to talkies, and was in a couple of big ones that were nominated for early Academy Awards with stars like Marlene Dietrich. This one was advertising for the movie called The Midnight Club. This movie came out in 1933, which means this token was also issued in 1933. Never heard of Clive Brook before, never heard of the movie, but little pieces like this, little metal pieces. Now this guy, I'll always know who he is, I'll always remember him, and I'll probably see his name pop up on things, you know, for the next 2 years, because that's how it happens when you find something new. But awesome piece, I do love it. In the collection it goes, early Hollywood memorabilia. Love it. Oh, here's an interesting find. It's on my shovel. It was kind of about another 90. I wasn't sure what it was, and geez, it almost looks like a big giant medallion. Large, but it's decorative. It feels like it's brass. It looks like it's decorative on both sides. I have to clean it, but this side's very decorative. It almost looks like you'd hang something from it, a bar or... I don't know. Not sure it is, but it's going to go in the prize collection for now. Alright, Jeff's got a key. Yeah.
I'd say with that whip, it's pretty modern.
Yeah. Not quite a Model T key, but maybe a nice Pinto. 78 Pinto, I'm going to say. I got this, and it's a little axle off an old toy car. And I said, oh man, there's another signal in the hole. And wouldn't you know it, Jeff? Look at the size of this thing.
Wow.
It's a really old truck. And this is one of the axles that must have fallen off. Maybe, I'm guessing the front looks like, yeah.
Was that sound a little scratchy a little bit?
A little bit, but I mean,
What number was it coming up?
Well, it was bouncing all over the place. I'm gonna brush this off real quick, but this is like a beautiful old truck. I'm gonna see this color on there. All right, here's my car. I brushed it off. Here's my front axle.
Metal Masters.
That is cool. Right there.
Metal Masters.
It's hard to say. Metal Masters, Jeff?
Yes.
Metal Masters company made in the USA. Is there a date on the Metal Masters?
I'm looking now.
A range? If I had to guess, I'd say this is probably from the 50s, maybe the 40s. I love that. It's going to go right in the car. Awesome. Well, another big old piece of brass. Pretty fancy design on it. Don't know what the heck that could possibly be. And my mind is racing and just no clue. I'm in the far back where they're burying that septic tank over there. Doing this part, which probably has never been detected ever. And Jeff is in the front, and the neighbor just walked over and was talking to Jeff. You cannot do a house like this in a neighborhood without the neighbors coming over, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get on their house next. That's how this hobby works. You better keep lining them up. But cool piece. I don't know what the heck it is. I'm going to go with flagpole holder. But I could just be totally wrong. I'm just trying to think of something. Let's keep going. And I just got another Lesney car. It's on the bottom. It says Matchbox at the top. Down here, it's hard to read. It's dirty. Made in England by Lesney. It'll have the number of the car. Doesn't have any wheels on it, but it's a cool design. I think that's our fourth Lesney of the day, and one of those weird big things I never heard of. I got about 6 wheat pennies so far. No silver coins yet. I'd be surprised if we don't find one here. But interesting things from the era, and you know, you can't ask for more than that. It'll be dark in about maybe another half an hour, 45 minutes or so. These summertime hunts after work, you get out about 5 o'clock, you hunt a different house and just hope to find some cool stuff. This house isn't super old, but you know, it doesn't matter. The hobby is fun. You find cool stuff. 1700s house yesterday, 1950s house today. Mix it up, find cool things, and just gonna keep on going. That's what it's all about. All right, let's go on to the next one. I called Jeff over. Jeff claims that he was digging over here earlier, and then I called him away because I was digging the wheat pennies.
You want me to come dig wheat
which is
pennies
kind of
with them?
true, but I came back over because I was working my way to the front yard, and I see a silver right there, and I'm pretty sure it's a quarter. It's a Washington, and I'd be really surprised if it was not silver. Yep, it's definitely going to be silver.
What's the year? 57.
It looks like 57. Everything we're finding has been from the 40s and 50s. I just dug another Lesney, and I said, man, I can't believe we didn't find any silver dimes or quarters yet. Yeah, there's the Lesney I just dug. So, I mean, everything we're finding is 40s and 50s so far. So, awesome day. Yeah, I got the Lesney already. Just unbelievable. You do 1700s houses and 1950s houses, and you still find cool stuff. Love it, man. I thought this was a button in the ground. I think it's some sort of a knob, like a dresser. Oh, darn, I thought it was going to be a super cool button. Let me give it a quick brush down and see. Oh, there it is, cleaned up. Yeah, I don't know if it's off of a dresser or something. It's definitely cool looking. Looks almost like maybe 20s or 30s style, maybe a furniture handle of some sort. Nice Art Deco design to it though. It's pretty cool. Man, I just don't believe it. It's another one of that same weird ring. I picked it up already and I was like, what the heck? Are my eyes deceiving me? It's in my bag. There it is. Look at that, 2 of them. They're really large, nice design on them. I don't know what the heck they could be. At first I thought it might be like a shower curtain ring, but there's no opening on it, so I don't think that's what it is. They're brass, they got some good weight to it. They got that little hook up there that something must have went through. I just have no clue. That is crazy. I might need some help on this one. If anybody out there happens to know or even has a better guess, because I am just drawing a blank. I do like them though. I might hang them from the Christmas tree this year, but other than that, I do not know. So hopefully someone will help me figure it out. Now let's keep going. Maybe I'll find more of them and I'll have the world's biggest collection of this. I just got this piece out and I don't know what the heck this could be, but I'm pretty sure this is silver. It's like a, I think they call it hollowware. It's like a hollow, and sometimes this would be like on the end of like a fancy mirror or a fancy, you know, hairbrush. But I could feel it's hollow. It's definitely silver. I mean, at one wipe, and this is how it came up. I found pieces of them before.
It's got lettering on there.
Is there an engraving on it? Right there where my thumb is?
Yes, sir.
Yep, I see it. Oh, it says sterling.
Yep, it does. Sterling.
Thank you. There it is. I needed 2 more hands. So it's definitely sterling. I could tell just by the way the letter cleaned off. It says sterling on both sides, so it's double marked. It's a shame. I'm going to recheck the hole. That's all I heard. But that's a great piece, man.
Nice job.
Yep, thanks.
Beautiful job.
All right, I think I got something good here. I don't want to jinx myself, but this really big round thing popped out of the hole. I haven't even touched it yet. I got my flashlight. Wow. It looks massive. I just don't see any detail on it. Hang on, let me brush it and I'll be right back. Alright, here's my copper coin. And I think I see at 12 o'clock like that, I think I see something up there. Oh, man, it is toasty. It's definitely a coin or a token, Jeff, but I think I'm going to have to let this dry and then come back at it with a toothbrush and see. I'm just not getting, I don't see anything that'll help me identify it right now. This is really big, probably $half size, but just don't see anything on it. I'll clean up later with a toothpick, my Andre's pencils, and hopefully get something off of it, but it's a big daddy. All right, we're tag teaming on this coin here. Jeff's got to hold the flashlight at that weird angle, but if you look up at the top near his thumb, I definitely see some lettering. Don't know what that could be, Jeff. I don't see any marking, but I do see those letters at the top. Oh, I'm gonna have to come back later. Jeff's trying to, he's got better eyes than me. We don't see a whole lot on it yet. Heck of a find though.
It's a great find.
All right, guys, the hunt was yesterday. I'm doing a little bit of a follow-up. This is the big giant coin that I found, and I cleaned it for probably about 2 hours. 5 minutes in the electrolysis tank, a little cleaning, back in the tank, a little cleaning. This side is pretty slick, but when I turned it over, boom, holy cow. Now, before you go crazy, I know this symbol was adopted by the Nazis in the 40s, but before that, the swastika was actually a good luck symbol. And if you look down here at the bottom, this one even says, it's hard to read, good luck. This was a good luck club token. The writing around the rim, I'll put a picture next to it so you can see what it should look like. It's a good luck advertising token. And it has little good luck symbols, like there's a horseshoe there. It needs to be cleaned more, but Holy cow, it's just amazing. This side, when I turn it over, if you look real careful up on my thumb, you can see the word salt. It's actually for Worcester salt. There's an image in the middle of a bag of salt. So this was a advertising token for Worcester salt, with the other side having the good luck swastika symbol. This is probably from the late 20s, early 30s. Just an incredible piece though. Wow, when you clean something off and you see that symbol come through, your heart just stops for a second. But that's gonna be a top shelf collection piece for me. Whew, awesome. So there it is, guys. Average 1940s house, Anytown, USA. If you had any interest in this hobby, this is the kind of stuff you're gonna find every hunt you go out if you want to. Wheat pennies and silver coins and old kids' toys and buckles and badges and buttons and tokens. They'll just knock your socks off. They could be amazing. All sorts of incredible things. All you gotta do is get yourself a metal detector and get out and try it. And I'll help save you money on any brain you want. Just shoot me an email, QuarterHoarder@yahoo.com. Get out there and find some cool stuff. Send me some pictures of it. I love seeing it. It keeps me motivated. And the feeling you get when you pull it out of the ground, oh my goodness, it's priceless. Whew. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. I'll see you in the next one. Later.